Hey guys, Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time around was Vincent and the Doctor. What was that one about?
I really enjoyed it. They went back in time and saw Vincent van Gogh, who was painting and essentially couldn't even get a glass of wine at his local cafe. And it turns out the reason why he paints so many different things is not that he was mentally ill, as a lot of people have claimed, but that he could see things that other people could not see. And one of the things he saw, which apparently showed up in one of his paintings, which shouldn't have been there, was some kind of invisible giant monster bird. So the Doctor and Amy went back to try to find out what it was, and it turns out it wasn't just a marauding monster. It was an alien that had been left behind by its own species because it was blind and couldn't see anything, and they unfortunately end up killing it. But they then take Vincent briefly to the museum. Was it in London or in Paris?
I think it was in Paris.
Paris. And show him that his work would become famous after his death. And even though when they get back they realize that if he had lived he would have done thousands more paintings, but he died at his regular time anyway. But they did notice on the bottom of the sunflower painting it said, instead of just Vincent, it said to Amy, because she had inspired him to paint some sunflowers.
Yeah.
Very good overall episode. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. So we're moving on. Today is The Lodger. That's today's episode. Next week we'll actually be rounding out the season with the two-part season finale. So we'll get that going. Okay. But that'll be next week. This one is interesting.
I've heard that there's someone that I would be somewhat familiar with in it.
Yeah. Back in the day, A, when this came out, and B, honestly, when I watched it, it was... it was just like, okay, there's a guest star there.
Now, before he took on he did the Late Show or something here in the United States, which I rarely ever watched because it was on too late. But I knew of him because he had won, I want to say, a British equivalent of the Tony Award, or maybe even the Tony Award here in the United States, for a play called One Man, Two Governors. And I only briefly know a little bit about that play. But yeah, I knew when I saw that his name was going to be in it, so I guess somebody had mentioned it.
I didn't mention it.
He didn't mention it, no. But then I thought, oh yeah, I knew that he was an actor long before he became the host of a talk show.
Yeah, and before he became the guy he ended up becoming because of that talk show. So, yeah, of all the talk show hosts, I don't know which would be a better. I mean, John Oliver would be funny just because he is British, but I don't know.
Now, you're probably not familiar. The guy who had the Late Show, I think, before James Corden, was a guy named Craig Ferguson, who was also Scottish. And yes, very, very weird. There's also another British actor, Billy Connolly, although I think, he's Scottish too. Any of those guys who were Scottish comedians, I think would be good. My favorite joke of Billy Connolly, and although I think I heard Craig Ferguson say it, is that in Scotland, damp is a color. It's like, oh, I like those pants. Do you have them in damp? So yeah. It's just that very sardonic humor that a lot of the Scots have. I would love to see more of that in Doctor Who.
Yeah, so, well, we'll certainly get there eventually. So, but yeah, and
and one last thing from Vincent. When they were on their way to the church, which is where the wounded alien bird was, I can't remember. The Doctor said something about Rory, and Amy said, "Who's Rory?"
Yeah,
and he had forgotten that Rory had disappeared into the crack in time and space. So,
yeah.
So there was that one little tie-in to the overall arc of the season.
Yeah. You'll notice I've just kind of given up on my fake gaslighting of the, who's Rory? It's just like, there's no point. There's no point anymore, but I don't know. But, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It don't, because it worked so well with the whole Rose thing. So, anywho.
Bella, where is that grocery list?
Yeah, so we might as well get on to the episode, and then afterwards we'll talk more probably about late night hosts than we do about the episode itself. So, so let's just go ahead and get started.
Here we go. I don't want to say those are row houses, but...
No, Amy, it's definitely not the fifth moon of Cinder Callista.
Sticking off again. Doctor, can you
Not
hear
supposed
me?
to do that.
Eh,
Amy!
Amy.
So where did he stay overnight? Go to unit or... Call 911 for you,
well, yeah,
or whatever the British equivalent is.
might just be 999. I don't know.
Craig, what's that on the ceiling?
What's what on the ceiling?
That. It's coming from upstairs. Who lives up there again?
He's so
some
young.
Before the dark times.
Dr. Frankenstein.
That's probably
Did you
fine.
have that yet?
Alright, there's at least the appropriate response. Leave.
Just tell her.
Carpool karaoke.
Just tell her. I
Yeah.
love you. I love you.
There's a distinct lack of Tom Cruise.
I don't know if you knew. Oh. I love you.
Well, that's good, because I'm your new lodger. Do you know, this is going to be easier than I expected.
So where did he stay last night? Out in the park?
Eh.
This was a day later.
Oh, yeah. Probably stealing computers, trying to figure out what happened.
I got to thinking the other day, this was what, 2010?
Yeah.
So she's now 15 years older than this. And it doesn't look a day older. I
No.
mean, she literally has not changed it, I don't think.
Less of a young professional, more of an ancient amateur. Frankly, I'm an absolute dream.
Hang on a minute, mate. I don't know if I want you staying. And give me back those keys. You can't have those.
Yes, quite right. Plus some rent. That's probably quite a lot, isn't it? Looks like a lot. Is it a lot? I can never tell.
For a moment there, it looked like he had a hearing aid on.
Yeah, I think it's just his hair.
Don't spend it all on sweets unless you like sweets.
Oh, no, he does.
That's how we greet each other nowadays, isn't it? I'm the doctor. Well, they call me the doctor. I don't know why. I call me the doctor too. Still don't know why. Dry rot
Or damp or mildew.
or none of the above?
I'll get someone to fix it.
No, I'll fix it. I'm good at fixing rot. Call me the Rotmeister. No, I'm the doctor. Don't call me the Rotmeister. This is the
Rottweiler.
most beautiful parlour I have ever seen. You're obviously a man of impeccable taste. I can say, Craig, can't I say I can?
You haven't even seen the room.
The room.
Your room.
My room. Oh, yes, my room. My room. Take me to my room.
He's never had a
Yeah,
room.
this is Mark's old room. He owns the place. Moved out about a month ago. This uncle he'd never even heard of died and left a load of money in the will.
How very convenient.
Hmm.
Yes, I do.
Ah, that's what he was
Justifying
doing last night.
Ah, you want to see my credentials? There. National insurance number. NHS number. References.
Is that a reference from the Archbishop of Canterbury?
I'm a special favourite. For an omelette. Finzer. Put there. So, who's the girl on the fridge?
My friend, Sophie.
Girlfriend?
And Vincent.
Friend is a girl.
Meh.
That was absolutely brilliant. Where did you learn to cook?
Paris in the 18th century. No, hang on, that's not recent, is it? 17th? No. 20th. Sorry, I'm not used to doing them in the right order.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a bit weird?
They never really stop. Ever been to Paris, Craig?
Nah, I can't see the point of Paris. I'm not
Most
much of a
British people
traveller.
I can
can't.
tell from your sofa.
Sofa?
You're starting to look like it.
Thanks, mate. That's lovely. No, I like it here. I'd miss it. I'd miss...
Those keys. What? Sort of
Fondling them.
Eh.
fondling them.
Yeah.
Earth to pond, earth to pond. Come in, pond.
Doctor! Sorry.
Could you not rent my new earpiece, pond?
No, I mean, he seems to laugh. It's a bit weird. Good weird, you know?
Look at all the
He
money.
just happens to have 3 grand on him in a paper bag.
Hello? Stop, please. Can you hear me? I need your help.
How's the TARDIS coping?
That girl had a bad night. She's about to die or something.
Can't go up there until I know what it is and how to deal with it. And it is vital that this man upstairs doesn't realise who and what I am. So no sonicking, no advanced technology. I can only use this because we're on scramble. To anyone else hearing this conversation, we're talking absolute gibberish. Practical eruption in chicken big arms. Now, all I've got to do is pass as an ordinary human being. Simple. What could possibly go wrong?
Have you seen you?
So you're just going to be snide, no helpful hints?
Kidnapped a cat?
Eh.
Doctor? How long are you going to be in there?
I just realized the third doctor did that too.
What did you say? Hang on a sec. We've got a match today, pub league. We're one down if you fancy it.
Pub league. A drinking competition.
No.
Football. Play football. Football.
Football. Yes.
Yes.
Blokes play football.
Normal
I'm good
people's.
at football, I think.
He saved my life. I've got somebody. Yeah, alright, see you down there. Hey, Soph.
Hey, thought I'd come early and meet your new flatmate.
Do you play, Sophie?
It's Soph just stands on the sideline. She's my mascot.
I'm your mascot. Mascot?
Well, yeah, not my mascot. It's
But
a
in
football
an
match. I can't
endearing
take a
way.
date.
I didn't say I was your date.
Neither did I.
Football. Okay, well done. That is normal.
Yeah. Football. All outdoorsy. Now, football's the one with the sticks, isn't it?
No.
What are you
No,
actually
it's
called?
the one with
What's
the
your proper
foots.
name?
Just call me the doctor.
Yeah.
I can't go up to these guys and go, hey, this is my new flatmate. He's called the doctor.
Why not?
Because it's weird. All right, Craig. Hey.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's coming in with a tweed jacket.
You any good though?
Let's find out.
I'm sure he learned football somewhere in the last 1,000 years.
That's not bad. Yes.
The guy who did the music for Pirates of the Caribbean do this? That's a very familiar theme.
Uh,
Come on, Craig. Show 'em what you got.
I played briefly when I was in England. I was what was then called a fullback. I don't know what it's called now. They've redone all of the titles.
now that I think about it, I think they may have added this scene specifically because Matt Smith can play football.
Please, can you help me?
I want one of these people to just be like, sod off, call the police, and just walk on.
Can you help me?
I can't believe that everybody in the UK is this nice.
Next week we've got the Crown and Anchor. We're gonna annihilate them.
Annihilate? No violence. Do you understand me? Not while I'm around, not today, not
It's
ever. I'm
a-
the doctor, the oncoming storm. And you basically meant be there in a football match, didn't you?
Yes.
Lovely. What sort of time?
Oops. Oh no. There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Amy.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, thank heavens. I thought for a moment the TARDIS had been flung off into the vortex with you inside it. Lost forever.
That's not something you just casually say.
I've got to get me out of here.
How are the numbers?
Listen, Sophie's coming round tonight, and I was wondering if you could give us some space.
Wink, wink.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't mind me. You won't even know me.
Unlike him.
That's the idea. You should.
Have pizza.
Hello.
Ah.
Oops. Sorry. Don't worry, I wasn't listening in a world of my own down.
I thought you were going out.
Just reconnecting all the electrics. It's a real mess. Where's the on switch for this?
He really is
Yeah.
just on his way out. What's wrong with staying here? I can't see the point of London.
Well, perhaps that's you then. Perhaps you'll just have to stay here, secure, and a little bit miserable till the day you drop. Better than trying and failing, eh?
You think I'd fail?
Well, everybody's got dreams, Sophie. Very few are going to achieve them, so why pretend?
No.
Perhaps. In the whole
Not a
idea
wine
of
guy.
the call centre is about where you should be.
So, you're going to be taking off then, seeing the world?
What do you think I
Who
should?
is the picture?
Yeah.
No idea.
Right, doctors. See you in a bit.
Maybe you could go with her. Raise monkeys.
Don't touch it, Craig.
Don't do it.
From Meister.
No.
Come on, Craig, breathe.
Ah, come on, Craig, breathe. Them's a healthy footballer's lungs.
Right. Reverse the enzyme decay. Excite the tannin molecules.
For all the tea. Oh,
It's not gonna taste good. Oh no. Now who knows what time it is?
What? No.
2 in the afternoon, 2:45.
I at least figured out it's 7 hours later. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a...
Have you
Kidnapped
been
cat.
upstairs? Yes.
Catnapped. Catnipped.
Ugh.
Lots of people. Good. What kind of people? People who never came back down. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad.
Oh, thank goodness he speaks cat.
You can have this back and all.
What have I done?
For a start, talking to a cat.
Lots of people talk to cats.
And everybody loves you, and you're better at football than me, and my job, and now Sophie's all, oh, monkeys.
Yeah.
Just get out!
Right. Only way. I'm going to show you something, but shh. Really. Shh. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Okay, right. First, general background.
Oh. All the way back. Oh. It's so painful.
You've got a tongue!
Shut up.
Right, okay. Specific detail.
Ow.
Please, will you help me?
What's the matter, my love? Help you?
Oh, don't go up there.
I'm never doing that ever again. Amy?
That's Amy Pond.
Oh, of course, you can understand us now. Amy?
Are you upstairs?
Just going in.
No, but you can't be upstairs.
Of course I can be upstairs.
No, I've got the plans. You cannot be upstairs. It's a one-story building. There is no upstairs.
What?
Oh.
What?
17 people have been tried. 6,400,026 remain.
Seriously, what is going on?
Oh, for goodness sake, the top floor of Craig's building is in reality an alien spaceship intent on slaughtering the population of this planet. Any questions? No? Good.
Yes, I have questions.
Correct pilot has now...
I don't want to leave Sophie. I can't leave Sophie. I love Sophie.
I love you too, Craig, you idiot.
Honestly, not now, not again. Craig, the planet's about to burn. For God's sake, kiss the girl.
Kiss the girl!
Oh.
Doctor?
It's a miracle.
You've done it. You've done it.
As it's always been.
Now then, 6,400,026 people in the world. That's the number to beat.
Now, what about the note that Amy hasn't written yet? Oops.
Back in time. You need to go to the paper shop, leave that note for me.
Right, little matchmaker, aren't you?
Alrighty.
Okay. Oh. Right, well, the two implications of that very last scene are, one, she's beginning to remember Rory, or two, she thinks the doctor is going to give her a ring. Either way, it's bad.
Alright.
Well, again, as I've said, pretty much starting with Eccleston, I enjoy the humor that they have added to the seriousness of the science fiction. I think, and again, go all the way back to films like Forbidden Planet. Even though it's based on a Shakespearean play, you know, it's got the themes of, you know, ego and id. The character of the robot and the character who's supposedly Trinculo, there's one of the crew members of the spaceship gets the robot to manufacture whiskey. And not only does he get drunk, but he gets the robot drunk. So there has always been, in, let's call it modern science fiction, this element of humor. It's one of the reasons I like Kurt Vonnegut's stuff, is he always put humor in it. So I'm particularly enjoying, we're now on season 5? All right. So all 5 seasons of this, we have seen, although we've seen some incredibly dramatic stuff, I'm enjoying the added touches of humor in there.
Yeah.
And having a guy like James Corden really did help that along.
Well, yeah. So, interesting thing about this episode, this was actually based off of a comic, a Doctor Who comic, that actually featured the 10th Doctor staying with Mickey. And I don't know if the same, you know, plot line plays out of, well, there's this mystery going on upstairs, there's actually not an upstairs, but I can definitely see that being something where it's like, well, you know, the 10th Doctor gets trapped here, Rose is trapped in the TARDIS, and he has to lodge with Mickey, and he just completely upstages Mickey's life completely. It's like, yeah, I could see that. I think this might work better with the 11th Doctor because it almost works more that he's too alien. Like, you know, the 10th Doctor, I feel like he could fit in pretty well with humans, yeah. But the 11th Doctor's such a weirdo, so...
And also, Mickey's main squeeze was Rose, so that would have been weird if he was trying to set Mickey up with somebody else.
Yeah, so. I don't know. I haven't read the comic again. I don't fully know how it shapes out, but that's just the basic setup, is that it's the 10th Doctor instead of the 11th, and it's Mickey instead of Craig. So,
now, a couple of loose ends to me. First of all, Gallifreyan mind meld.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen him do a more traditional mind meld before with Madame de Pompadour, where he literally, you know, did the, you know, touching of the face. This was just a more chaotic version of that, and, you know, because the whole time he was making sure that the whatever alien was upstairs did not realize who he was. So it had to be a non-verbal way of communicating with Craig. So general background of who he is as hit number 1, and then hit number 2 of the current situation that the two of them are in.
All right. The second, the Doctor breaks into the room, says somebody's trying to build a TARDIS. Is that something that's going to carry on? Are we going to see that, you know, obviously it's not, well, I mean, it could be the Master, we don't know. It could be any other time, you know, alien Time Lord. But was it actually a TARDIS, or was it some other kind of traveling machine. And again, he finds out that the entire crew has died, and so this is the EMH, the emergency medical hologram, like from Star Trek.
Yeah.
But it's the emergency navigational hologram or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you can, I mean, you don't have to tell me, but it seems to me that would be a tie-in to a later story.
It's more of just some species, I hesitate to say lesser species, but someone of lesser advancements than Gallifrey trying to build something as complex as a TARDIS. So,
and the other thing would be those were relatively modern houses. I mean, they might have gone back to the 1940s or so. So how long has that alien been there? And they've only... I mean, it seems like a relatively new thing because they said they'd killed like 18 people, 17 people.
So it is a recent thing, but that's the thing too, is that, you know, presumably Craig has been in this house for years, and it's not that suddenly there's an upstairs that he doesn't realize. Well, I mean, I guess it is kind of that. It's just that over the past, you know, couple months, this upstairs has basically materialized, and its perception filter has changed the memories of everyone who was down there, basically. So,
but some good CGI, because obviously it was a 2-story building, because all the rest of the houses in that row were 2-story.
Yeah.
So at the end, they had to mask the actual second story and just put a roof on it. Which, again, to me, I don't ever recall seeing row houses like that where all of them, except the ones on the end, had 2 stories.
Yeah. So,
and I've never lived in a row house, but the first place we lived when I was in high school, lived in Omaha, Nebraska. You've heard of a duplex, which is 2 houses together. Well, there are also sometimes 4plexes. Where we lived, the entire neighborhood was 8plexes. There were 8 houses all connected. There was an underground basement so that you could store stuff down there and everything. And we were very fortunate because we were on the end, because that way we got some extra windows to the outside. So, you know, in the ones in the middle, there was 1 window in the back and 1 window in the front. And it must have been very dark in those houses.
Yeah. So, I mean, at that point, that's just an apartment building. Yeah. But a little fancier, a little more complicated. So... but yeah, I don't know. I guess I have never lived on the other side of a wall of someone, except my brother, and you know, he's pretty quiet, and I'm relatively quiet anyway.
And
except
a closet between you two.
Yeah. I say I'm relatively quiet, except specifically when I'm doing this job on camera. That's when I'm, you know, yelling at anime and The Sopranos and stuff. So it's something. I don't even want to know what it sounds like from the outside of this door.
Well, I can tell you, because when I'm sitting out in the essentially the other end of the house, when you get very excited, I can hear you.
Yeah. So that happens mostly in the anime reactions. There'll be hype moments and stuff. So, but that's pretty much literally the only time that I am that noisy. But yeah, I couldn't. Mainly, I can't imagine. Mainly just because I've just been in this room so long. It's like I can't imagine other people that I just don't know, just on the other side of a wall, and I just have to deal with that. I remember I was watching a podcast where someone was talking about I think they had an apartment in London when they were younger, and his bed was, you know, on a wall, and on the other side of that wall was the next apartment, and he was like, yes, and at 5 a.m. they would just blare Peppa Pig in the morning for their kids, and I had to deal with that, and just listening to like the theme song and everything at their loud volume while I'm trying to sleep, and it's just like, oof, that sounds rough, definitely. I mean, I already have trouble sleeping, so.
And I guess this is 26 years we've lived here in this house, so you've literally lived in this room all but 2 years of your life.
Yeah, so...
And someday, if you haven't already done this, you should take your camera and show them around your room, because they're only seeing this wall. They've seen this for the last 8 years, but he has over here a closet full of memorabilia and stuff like that. He's got all sorts of other stuff in here. So
yeah, so I mean, the main thing that we don't show is the computer setup that I have, which normally this table, you can probably guess, this table does not stay up all the time. I only get this out for when I record. And normally I take it down, and I'm just at my computer, which is over here, and I've got 2 monitors, I've got double speakers and everything, so, and a giant computer tower over here, but no, we pretty much just keep this angle the whole time, so, which is why I put stuff up back here and almost nowhere else in the room.
And I will say this, and I swear I will get to this. Was it for your birthday or for Christmas? Alex collects shot glasses, like many people do, and we got him this beautiful display case for his shot glasses. We still haven't put it up yet.
I'm pretty sure I got that last Christmas, so it's 10 months.
10 months, and we still haven't put it up. But
at some point. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the other thing too is if I lived on my own in an apartment, I mean, assuming that I can do this, depending on what job I have, it's just like, man, I feel like I would sleep late. Like, I slept until nearly 9 o'clock this morning, and it was great. And I probably could have slept another hour, but that's because when I go to bed, so I go to bed at about 11 o'clock, and then I fall asleep sometime around 1. And that's on a good night when I drug myself, specifically. There are some nights when that doesn't happen, and it's just terrible. But
over-the-counter pharmaceuticals, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's ZQuil, basically. So, but yeah, it's like I could not imagine the dread of waking up at 5 a.m. and having someone blaring Peppa Pig. So that sounds like a nightmare. Granted, I feel like if that happened, I would then, I don't care what is in that apartment, I am moving my bed somewhere else to get away. Hopefully there's nobody on the other side, and if they are, I hope they're not blaring Peppa Pig at 5 a.m.
And that's something else here. All right, so he had the hallway into his apartment, his flat, and then there were the stairs. But on the other side of the stairs, there was another house. There was another apartment, so it's kind of odd that he never heard anything from them, but he only heard the one upstairs.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, our house at RAF Lakenheath was very similar to that. Came in the front door. There was immediately stairs up to the second floor. At the top of the stairs to the right was a bedroom that my brother and I had. To the left, there was a bathroom and then my parents' bedroom. Downstairs, you went past the stairs and turned right. That was our living room. And when you turned left, that was the kitchen and dining room. So, again, very small house. And there was kind of an attached shed out back where we, had kerosene for our heaters and, wood that we had to chop on a daily basis for the fireplaces because, this would have been 1965, 66. So we did not have air conditioning at all and no central heating. We did have a few electric furnaces to help keep warm in the wintertime, but upstairs we had kerosene heaters in our bedrooms, which we had to keep on every night because it's really cold there in East Anglia.
Oh yeah, so...
And, here we are, 15 minutes later into talking totally nonsense. But yes, I enjoyed it. I thought it was well written. Again, I don't know if this is a red herring or not. He said something about they were supposed to be going to another planet, a moon of another planet, and instead they landed in England.
Oh yeah.
Now, where were they in the episode before this?
That was Vincent and the Doctor.
Okay, so they were on Earth, so that's why. All right, but yeah, I was trying to figure out, if he's supposed to be going across the galaxy somewhere, how did he end up back on Earth? But if he and Amy were leaving Earth, that's how they ended up.
Well, I mean, it's like the Silurian two-parter where it's like, well, they were supposed to be going to Rio, and they ended up not in Rio, and instead in cold, damp England, where that whole plot had to happen. So it's just wherever they try to go, especially if it's an exotic and or alien place, they won't go there because they have to go to England because that's where they have to film these. So I don't think any part of England can pass as Rio. So
maybe one of the southern or southeastern beaches on a really, really good summer day might be, if you never looked in the background, of course, because there's mountains in Rio de Janeiro surrounding it. But yeah, I can't think of any spot that would pass for South America.
Yeah. So, and, it's interesting, like with the characterization of Craig and Sophie, because it's like, if anything, they're kind of like a bootleg Amy and Rory.
Yeah.
It's like when they're talking about it, it's like, boy, the Doctor is like this close to just taking Sophie as a companion. Like this is normally what he would do, but he doesn't want to separate them if he doesn't have to.
Oh, and by the way, what was actually on the note? My glasses aren't as good as they used to be, or my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I can't remember what was on the note that.
It was just something. It was just something and signed Amy, basically. Is she just put that to get his attention with the ad that Craig put up.
Oh,
so
right. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and it is interesting because, it's the, what's holding you back? And it's just like, well, maybe it's Craig, but if Craig isn't, like, do you need Craig to hold you back? Maybe you should just go and take care of the monkeys, And then Craig, it's like, well, Craig, what is holding you to that sofa that you're blending into, So it's an interesting thing. It's just like, yeah, you could just go do things. I remember there was a show I watched recently where it was basically just a drama in Britain, and one of the things was like one of the characters, like her whole life was basically upended by, there was like a murder mystery or something, a crime that had happened, and it had uprooted her whole life and her marriage and everything, and it's just like oh, how can we rebuild or anything, it's just, everything is just gone now. And I was just like, you could move, you could go somewhere else, you could go to Paris or Vancouver or something. It's like, you can go rebuild from the ground up. And I think too, because it's just like, I think the character, she was like, she had just had her 50th birthday, and so it's just like, oh, well, it's too late to restart anything. And I was like, at 50? You can restart. It's like, you got a lot of time left. Modern medicine, you'll live a long time. You'll be fine.
I did a career change at 65 and spent 5 more years there.
Yeah.
But again, I may have told you this. My coming to Oklahoma was a complete accident, because when I was finishing up my degree at the University of Arizona, I had an opportunity to audition at the Utah Shakespeare Festival. And just before I was supposed to go there, I had a dental emergency and had to spend all the money I was going to spend getting to Utah on that. And as a result, I stayed in Arizona for another year. But during that year, a friend of mine from Arizona who had moved to Oklahoma contacted me and said, hey, we've got a summer repertory theater here that I think it would be a good thing for you to audition for. So I came and auditioned here. I got cast. And then I said, I really like this place. So the next year I ended up coming here in 76. And I've been here 49 years now. So
yeah. So I mean, it's just at any point you could just go and upend your life. You could go take care of the monkeys, or you could go move to Southeast Asia. All you gotta do is learn a language, And it's just like,
I had to learn Oklahoman.
Yeah. So
yikes.
If you drive 2 feet in any direction in the United States, you'll have to learn a completely different custom. You'll practically get culture shock. It's the same thing. See, actually, Europe and America are not too dissimilar. It's just that in Europe, you're all separate countries with your own language, and in America, we're all technically under the same government, and kind of, on paper, we speak the same language. So that's the real difference between us. So, who has it better? Probably Europe. But anyway.
So what's up next? The season ender, did you say? A 2-parter?
Yep. Okay. We've got 2 more episodes of this season, and then after that will be the Christmas special. So, and as just so you guys know, as I pulled up the DVD menu on here, number 1, it shows the Daleks, the new Power Rangers Daleks. I told him to ignore that. And then he promptly looked down the list of episodes and saw right at the bottom the name of the Christmas special being A Christmas Carol. I told him to ignore that too. So,
yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah. So
I've done more than a dozen different productions of A Christmas Carol.
Well, You'll be surprised.
Be surprised. All right.
You'll be surprised by it. So, but that is pretty much it. And we got to go do another Torchwood episode.
Oh.
So, with all of that being said, we're Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of our modern Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist with every Doctor Who video that's on the channel. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.